The Pentagon's embracing Elon Musk's controversial Grok AI chatbot. The Pentagon is all in. Listen.
Last month, I took the first step toward changing how the department does business with frontier AI technologies when we announced the rollout of Gen AI with our partners from Google. And I want to thank the Google team for leaning forward and making the investment to get their Gemini app to about 3 million users in the War Department. But today, we're excited to announce the next frontier AI model company to join GenAI.mil, and that is Grok from xAI, which will go live later this month. So I want to thank you, Elon, and your incredible team for leaning forward with us on this as well.
The Secretary of War is unfortunately not AI. That was actually that guy. This guy who's not ready for war or anything else, not ready for prime time. But there you have the announcement. And what has this AI software been used for lately? Well, it was only earlier in January that we covered this.
Tonight, Elon Musk's AI chatbot Grok coming under fire from regulators across the globe over a rise in non-consensual and sexualized deepfake images of women and children.
I was disgusted and horrified.
Conservative content creator Ashley St. Clair, who has a child with Musk, says she's seen countless explicit photos of herself on the platform.
I immediately asked Grok to stop. Grok said, I received your request. I will no longer produce these images. And of course, there were only more requests to produce more explicit images of me, including ones of photos of me when I was underage, and Grok obliged and produced all of these images.
And some have been removed, but others remain on the site. And she's not alone. An influx of explicit content coming after Grok recently enhanced its image generation abilities with a new model last month. An analysis from the European nonprofit AI Forensics finding more than 50% of images generated by Grok between December 25th and January 1st were non-consensual sexual images, primarily targeting women, and 2% of them depicting a person who appeared to be 18 or younger.
Now, mistakes happen. Technical mistakes are just part of the age we're in. This isn't a mistake. Do you honestly think that this is anything but coming out of one evil mind or prompt to say, I like this. Let's do this. You saw who the woman was talking. Okay. And who does she have a connection to? Malaysia and Indonesia have blocked Grok, while the UK's independent online safety watchdog announced an investigation Monday. Grok has limited image generation and editing to paying users. Gee, thanks. AP reporting that. Hegseth said Grok will go live inside the Defense Department later this month, as you heard, announced that he would make all appropriate data from the military's IT systems available for AI exploitation. He's just not that bright. He's just, I'm not trying to be mean, but the person who said that is not that bright. He also said data from intelligence databases would be fed into AI systems. So the defense secretary said he wants AI systems within the Pentagon to be responsible. So he went on to say he was shrugging off any AI models that won't allow you to fight wars. We are in a cartoon generation. But it's like one of those dark cartoons that you can't just assume it's a cartoon then kids are allowed to watch. This is dark, very dark. Hegseth said his vision for military AI systems means that they operate without ideological constraints. You mean the law? You mean the law. Without ideological constraints that limit lawful military application. Before adding that the Pentagon's AI will not be woke. Musk developed and pitched Grok as an alternative to what he called woke AI interactions from rival chatbots like Google's Gemini or OpenAI's ChatGPT. Go to July. I don't know if you recall, but in July, Grok also caused controversy after it appeared to make anti-Semitic comments that praised Adolf Hitler and shared several anti-Semitic posts. It sounds like perhaps someone who's behind it. Jackson, rich, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, diabolical, perverted in some ways, people who are hanging out and may or may not have had a chainsaw a few months ago and access to all of our data. They've gotten together and now they're doing even more. And I wonder, and I'll pose this question to you first. We've talked a lot about what happens after Trump, because there's going to come a time where there's no more Trump and perhaps the Republicans won't be in power. I don't know how you moonwalk all of this stuff back. The danger is there. The damage has been done.
Yeah. I mean, the truth is that times are always changing. Society's always in flux, and we are in fact moving into new times with different rules and a different playing field. So we'll be figuring that out as we go ahead. But in regards to this in particular, clearly this is just crony capitalism. There's a lot of other AI programs that the Defense Department could use that wouldn't look like such a conflict of interest. Let alone the issues that Grok has had that people have publicly talked about, the tech issues, the issues with trust. Also, just Elon Musk himself, him in this revolving door of having influence in the Trump administration, despite the fact that he and Trump, broke up publicly and had a spat between each other. As long as Elon Musk has an end to make himself more wealthy, why not take it? He's already said that he's going to bankroll the Republican Party for the midterm. So perhaps this is some of his, some of the price for that, some of how he's getting his back scratched as well. Because, if you were any competent person in business or government or whatever, you're not going to make public moves that are clear conflicts of interest as this one is, but they don't care. It's a new gilded age that we're in. We're in the middle of a recession that's going to continue to get worse. The economic numbers are really not good, particularly like when it comes to just everyday people's household wealth, household debt, people's savings, the housing market, all of those types of things. So this is just corruption. That's it. And who can deny it? Like, nobody can deny that.
Nobody can deny it. And the thing about it is, there was already theft, greed, excess. America got along just fine, being the colonizing, excess, greedy. We take all the riches and leave the masses with very little. Well, we were doing just fine with that. This is a whole new level, okay? This is how much greed do you want? It's sick. And I would ask you, Jackson, I don't know what it is, but you mentioned something about a back scratching. And for whatever reason, what popped into my mind was this Flake and Donald Trump and Elon's backs. And it grossed me out. You've done nothing wrong, but I'd ask you to refrain from using that for the rest of this show. It just did something to me, grossed me out.